everyone. My name is Austin Wilkerson. I'm the one running our show today. This is, as you can see, our September monthly meeting. This is Scenic City Miatas. Hopefully you already know that, but I appreciate you all for coming out today. It's been a beautiful day outside today. I'm really glad you guys are all here. Today I'll be going through the following schedule. I'll be going through some of our old business, things that happened in the last month. I'll be going through some of our new business that will be the following month of September and into October. I will be going over our official schedule if you want to take a photo of it at that point. We'll be going through the budget, how some of the money was spent in the last month. Then I will go through our reminders and our closing as per normal. Getting on with our old events. Really? I'm literally standing right next to it. Come on. So last month, we ended up having one of the largest events that we have probably had as a Miata Club ever. We ended up having a collaboration event with Miataville. They ended up bringing up 10 cars all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, and we at Miatas, at Scenic City Miatas, brought our own 10 cars for a total of 20 cars. That was a bitch to lead, but I thank you all for coming to that. As you can see here, they did publish a video that they wanted me to share with you guys. By a show of hands, who all came out to that one? Was it a fun one? Yeah. All 3 times it was scheduled. Boo. I believe this is personally one of the routes for all of us to be taking, so. Yes. They definitely said that they enjoyed it. They would love to see us do it again next year. Did you guys enjoy the cookie jar? Yeah. Yes. Sweet. Here you can see where all of our cars lined up at the Walmart. That was seriously a lot of cars. Thank you all for bringing out as many cars as you guys did. That was fantastic. Beautiful photo at the Cookie Jar Cafe. Another angle or two just to show how many stangent cars we had there. And with that being said, we'll go on to some of our new business. Starting off strong, this upcoming Saturday is going to be our annual cookout at the Crockers. Us and Susan Crocker are going to be hosting us yet again at their Cookout at the Crockers event. If you have not been with us before, this is a nice event where we meet up early in the morning, go through Food City, pick up some food, take some beautiful back roads to their house, where we will grill up some meat, some hot dogs, and some hamburgers. They have us for a grand old time. They have some cornhole. They have a pool available if you guys want to bring your swim trunks, that kind of thing. I bet. I do bet. I told you earlier I was jumping in, but I don't think I can stand by that anymore. True. I don't blame you, honestly. So for anyone who sounds that would be very interesting to join us on, we will be meeting this up 15th at 10:30 at Food City. There are multiple Food Cities. This one's all the way up in Lakeside.
Oh, it's in Lakeside.
Correct. If you do plan on, please do bring a side item to share with everyone. If you don't have a side item before that morning, we will be going through Food City at 10:30 sharp, so please come to that if you would like to be part of that. That is a good point. So afterwards, we are going to go to Apple Orchard. If you have not been there, it is famous for some of their apple desserts that they have there. I highly, highly, highly recommend their apple fritters, as I'm pretty sure everyone else who would recommend as well. That's true. They are. I don't believe that's that in mind. Yeah, that will be Cookout at the Crockers this upcoming weekend. On to our next event. For any of you who do not know what's up here on the screen, these are well, sim racing Rig is where you can essentially race a car, but virtually. It is the most state-of-the-art, the most realistic, and the most authentic way to race a race car without bankrupting yourself by actually owning it. Here locally, we have our own sim racing cafe, Speed Hub Cafe, right down the street here in Hickson, Tennessee. We will be renting out all of their facilities on the September 16th. That will be a Tuesday. Clock and going at least until their in mind. We are offered a group rate of $50. Normally it is $45 per hour. So keep that in mind. We are getting a pretty solid rate. If you have not done this before, this is a fantastic experience. Highly pizza, we do ask for that. Otherwise, if you are familiar with these kinds of racing simulators, they are using the iRacing catalog, so it's as authentic as you're going to get. But that will be on Tuesday, September 8th at 6 p.m. On to our next item of business. Our Ice Cream Social, our monthly event, our social event, will be continuing on for this upcoming month of September. Once we get into October, we will begin to start getting middle of the day. But at least for September, we will be playing Thursday, the 25th. We will be preparing for our same original time of 6:30. If you have not been here, they do have some great food and some even better ice cream. This is a very hole in the wall. Has not been to Dove's on Tennessee. Great little area for us all to park at. And if you haven't been to it, it's a great place to come out and socialize. That will be again on Thursday, September 25th at 6:30. On to the next item. This year we are going to have our annual apple run. If you have not been with us before, we will be taking our normal apple run down to Wooten's, or excuse me, not down to Wooten's Apple Orchard. This one is Orchards. They are famous for their you-pick activity, so you can actually pick your own apples. I do recommend that if you would like to join us, because I think that's a fun time. We will not be going on their fun days, so keep that in mind. We are purposely choosing that because it's too overbearing with the people going on that day. Saturday, if you want to join us for that one, we will be leaving from Food City. This is a different Food City than we talked about before. This one is in Ringgold, Tennessee. If you've been with us on this run before, this is the same meeting location as before. Or excuse me, you are correct. Ringgold is the correct location. What did I say? Fort Oak? Oh, that makes sense, yeah. But yes, that is the correct location that is there on the map, or on the screen as you see. We will be taking one of the anticipated routes. We go over that we have some, if you like this, I will put you appropriately and we'll wait for you when you come in. But that is one of the more crowd favorite routes, so keep that in mind. We will be stopping in LJ for lunch that day. If you've been with us before on this route, it will be the same location as before, so just keep that in mind. If you take apples with us, here are the apples that are available today. They have Crimson Crisp, Red Delicious, Rome Beauty, Golden Delicious, and Shizuka apples this year. Yes, they are.
And we have Reese's Senior with diet now. He kept us under this lawn last time.
Wow.
And he just, so we didn't even have to stand in line.
Wow, that's cool. It's a huge compound. On top of all that, after our apple orchard picking, we will stop across the street at their brewery that they have. So it will make for a beautiful night. Hopefully it's not horrible weather. It's absolutely picturesque, and I hope for that. Next item of business. So a few race fans in the room, we are going to be doing drag racing yet again. We tried doing this earlier in the year, and we were pretty successful with it, so I do want to give us another shot at that. I know we don't have the fastest cars, but that's okay. That doesn't race what we have. So to Brainer's Sports Park over Brainerd, right down the street. They will be having us at September 26th, excuse me, 28th, can't read literally right from my face, from 10 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you do want to join, this is great. They have as much as you can race. You can race against, and you usually have rivalries even between Miata events. So even if you don't have a Miata, want to show up, by all means, come on. We'll have plenty of Miatas there to at least try our best to keep up with you. At 10 o'clock in the morning, this coffee, so if you've been with us to Ships, Cars, and Coffee, it's the same atmosphere as that. On to a fall colors drive. So one of our members up here, Amanda, is going to be leading one of her favorite runs, leading a fall drive. Calico Plain. Familiar? Dragon is. When they get to lead this run, this will be one of the more beautiful times to go up to that part of the state. So this should be a beautiful ride if you guys want to go for that one. You will be meeting up in Cleveland off of Highway 74. There is a racetrack, a gas station up there. You will be going all the way through. I should have read this before I came up here and said all this. Do you want to tell them? Because you're probably better at this than I am.
So we'll be driving through a little of the Ocoee, but then we'll take 30. That's all. There's one straight shot, that's some roads and more scenic. And then lunch at Stella Cafe, which is where we ate last year. It was a really good restaurant. And then we're gonna go start our share of the highway and stop at Bald River Falls, which is actually that way. I discovered that recently. So that should be continue on this path. In Robbinsville at Cafe de Ola, an old OJ building, and converted into a Mexican-Italian restaurant, which sounds weird, but it's really good. So I've eaten at both places before. So it's
Sweet.
like an all-day trip, and then you can go home whichever route you want to.
Take the tail of the dragon. That's the best way. All right. Any questions on that one? Sweet. On to our next item. The very following day, I guess we'll cover that one more time. The day for that one is Saturday, October 18th at 10 o'clock in the morning. And the following day, we are going to have a trip up to Knoxville in Harper's Car. This has been a highly anticipated one because this is the coffee and the most expensive cars, but it is the largest. Small by about double, honestly, and then fill every single parking spot with a car, and that's Harper's Cars and Coffee. It is absolutely massive, and it's going to take the entire time for us to get through it all. But if you it'll take us about an hour and a half to get up there. The show starts at 8 that morning, and it closes at exactly 11 o'clock on the dot, and it will take every single minute of that entire time for us to walk through it all. So, if you want to see some super cool cars, that would be a super cool one to join. And Tail of the Dragon and Devil's Triangle, about an hour away from that if you guys want to take that route on the way home. Why does this thing work? Come on. Thank you. On to another topic that I like to have an open discussion on. So the Mazda dealership has approached me to have a retreat this year. They'd like to have enough people having a decent turnout at their location at a trunk or treat this year. If we were to do a trunk or treat, I guess maybe I should cover what a trunk or treat is first. Trunk or treat is if you have your car and treat it as if it was a house along the street where every single car opens the trunk and they have candy. Is there interest in a trunk or treat if we were to do an event like this? By a show of hands, would you come out to a trunk or treat and trunk or treat with us? with to solidify expectations for that. And if we realistically can't meet those expectations, it won't happen. But if we can, I am absolutely hellbound to have us have a trunk or treat, as I have been for at least the last 3 years here. So I would like for us to do that, and I want to make sure that happens.
A lot of times you're in a parking lot, maybe in a
Mm-hmm.
guest house area, and I mean, who's going to be driving to the Mazda dealership?
Rather than like at a church parking lot or something.
Right. I won't say you're wrong. I get that. To an extent on their Facebook and to their sales, not sales, but the people who bought from them. But that's probably a realistic conversation I can bring up with them too, honestly, if I plan to do something. Right. But that's fair. I can respect that. Not a bad idea either. Because I might be able to the other non-Boston Miata clubs too, to see if we can make something happen in a larger scale. Probably won't be just me if it does. So, on to my favorite monthly meeting of the entire year. Next month is October, which means Halloween's coming. And that means we at 16 Miatas are going to have a fun Halloween-themed if you would like to, and I for Halloween next meeting, just to myself, but that will be next month. The following monthly meeting will be October 14th. So keep that in mind if you would like to join us for a costume-filled monthly meeting. On to our schedule, if you'd like to take a photo of it. Everything that I've talked about in the last 10 minutes or so is up here on the screen, as you can see here. So we are currently at the monthly meeting. We'll be having our Cook It Out Crockers on the 11th. Sim race will be that following Tuesday on the 16th. What did I just do? Thank you. The ice cream will be on that following Thursday on the 25th. The apple run will be that Saturday on the 27th. The 28th, the following day. On to October. Fall. Oh no, I didn't. The fall run to Flat Top Mountain Farm. Oh, I didn't even talk about that. That's darn. I didn't even talk about that. Oh no. How dare you? Aw. Well, I guess I can talk about it now. So, one thing that's going to happen between now and our next monthly meeting is the fall run to Flat Top Mountain. If you have not been with us before, this is our routine autumn run down to the Flat Top Mountain Farms. So on October 11th at 4 p.m., the bottom of we'll be taking a fun run through Sucker Mountain up to Flat Top Mountain Farms, where they have their own market set up. They have their own I personally, out of reason why I go, and you guys just can tag along if you'd like to join us. But I absolutely, it's not today, we are planning for a tentative date of October 11th, but that will be the day we go down to Flat Top Mountain if you'd like to join us for that one. The meeting on the 14th covers Fall Colors Run on the 18th and the 19th for Knoxville Cars and Coffee. Right. On to our budget. Last month we started with a starting budget of $110. Last month was $48. At 30% is $14. leaving us with a total balance of 144 currently in the bucket. On to some reminders. FRS radios. Driving runs. If you ever want to run where we essentially start and stop in the same location, you don't require them, but for every other run, we do require FRS radios. You can get those from all over the world pretty easily. You can also get them from Amazon for pretty cheap as well, about $50 required for our club runs. If you would like club apparel, we do have our t-shirt as well as our... You want to take a picture of that? You're good. If you want apparel, we do have our embroidered apparel border. You can get a t-shirt, as you can see, like or a hat like I'm wearing as well. They have two different kinds of logos, one with a white background, one without a background. You can get it in any color you like. I highly recommend matching your color with your car because I just think that's kind of cool if you ask me. You can bring your own t-shirt, your own apparel, but if you would like to get it from them, those are the prices you can see up on the screen now. On to our club magnets. We do run club magnets in this group. If you would like, they are sold at price for 2 for $10. Depending on your car, you can see where they go on your car. They're just magnets they slap on your car. I do not recommend leaving them on overnight if you can possibly help it. You can get with me if you would like to purchase those after the meeting. We do also have our own information posting location. If you would like all the information that I've talked about in the last monthly meeting today, you can sign up for our monthly email. Go onto our website, sceniccitymiatas.com. You can find our email sign-up link right there. You can sign up, and the day after our monthly meeting, I always send out a very well-detailed email about everything that I've talked about. Which you probably already done, but with that being said, I will go ahead and open up the floor for any sort of open discussion, and I will be passing around our donation bucket. Thank you, Peyton. Any comments, questions, concerns on anything that I talked about today? Who all coming out to the cross this weekend? Heck yeah. Bring your friends, bring your family. This is one of the best events of the entire year. Highly recommend it. What other events did I talk about having? Oh, so now it wants to work perfectly, of course. Do I? I will be buying the hot dogs and the hamburgers, the meat for this cookout at the Crockers, so don't buy any meat. Anything else is fair game. Again, we are going to be bringing desserts, or not bringing desserts, but we'll be having desserts at Woods Apple Orchard. Keep that in mind. Who's going to drag race their car with me? Who wants to race me this time? You going to go?
You driving the yellow car or the white car?
I'll drive the yellow one.
That was a trick question, I know.
You know, I do want to see how I line up against an FD.
That's true. I mean, if Sean hasn't taken it back yet, I ain't technically against it. I might have to ask him on that one. The 21st is 7th, I can't remember. I think it says 7th though, it sounds right. I'll just give it back when he asks. Any other questions before we end the meeting? Cool. Thank you all for coming out, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day and a safe drive home. Thank you all.